I mean, this is exciting. We get to see, of course, the reigning TI champions taking on HELLRAISERS.
To just, like, stay there without having to spend a ton of money on regen, which we already see happening. They're having to do that. I'm actually watching mid quite a lot.
Top lane, actually. Mira might be in trouble. With the Nightmare set up, Watson's going to move over as well. Only 1 point in the Whirling Axes, but looks like we might have our first blood as HELLRAISERS secure it over onto Watson. So here we go. Are you fogged? Does this give you a little bit more confidence with the troll?
He has to get, honestly, like, it gives me a little more, but he has to get these kills. Like I said, Jakiro steps up slow. He does get picked off from Bane.
Yeah, and that's kind of the advantage we were speaking about, is like having... Oh, Rabel. Gonna drop the arena through the river. Miposhka trying to be a nuisance, but Rabel is able to land the spear. Still might be in trouble though, as Toronto Tokyo has got a perfect way to set up for the split earth, and it looks like with all the damage, he's lacking a little bit of mana, and Melody's able to step in as well. Did you feel like maybe Collapse could rotate mid to help enable Toronto Tokyo to take that tower? This is actually what's going on here. By the die triangle. Rabel looks like once again has been able to run into Miposhka. I guess having no trees is difficult.
Yeah, it's a little too risky down there. Their AF3 set up. Magnus is going to head mid to try to hold this, but it's Max Edict. Tokyo will force the issue.
And they got RP. Collapse is going to look to show up as well. Here's our first Dark Ascension of the game. They're going to try and aim down Melody at the moment. Mira also making sure there's no impact from Gilgar, knowing the Terrorizers on cooldown. Look at how Team Spirit are playing, just making sure they don't get group up until Limus. Still able to find the double RP. They're trying to move in on Watson. He's got the ensnare. Leshrac falling relatively low with the help of the Bedlam, so they find a big kill. But it's going to cost them 2 heroes on HELLRAISERS until Rabel finds a spear, dragging back Mira. He's also going to end up dying right next to the tier 2 tower, but in the end, it'll be a 2-for-3 advantage for the boys on Team Spirit. We're not done just yet, though. Bane is going to TP back into the fray here as Rabel's continuing to push on forward for more. He's found the stun connection on Collapse, and as Melody gets that extra little bit of damage required as well. So, a decent trade for the boys on Dire. Farming at the moment, he does have Diffusal working towards Yasha. Maybe Toronto Tokyo is going to be the target instead, as the RP into the Fiend's Grip, even further back to no assistance. As Lesh down for 30, but again, the big issue, like, you can't really get any objectives off the back of that kill. Just trying to find that angle. Collapse, he's wary of this though. I mean, bottom's getting pushed in, top's pushed in as well, and no one's showing, so it looks like a good read for Team Spirit, but they're still going to move their forces bottom. So Miposhka's going to be the target. Melody just drops the Fiend's Grip, no messing around. They're happy with using the ultimate to secure the kill onto Miposhka, and they also get Mira as well.
Then they can get themselves a big momentum swing.
I think they need the RP to start.
Yeah.
Mag is not in position. Rabel still is moving on forward. Can they get the spear connection? Rabel just off the mark. Now, do they still want to stick around? It's given enough time for the TPs to come over. They need to cancel the Fiend's Grip. Collapse is going to do so. There's Yadaro juking to the northern side. He hasn't died just yet, thanks to the help of Collapse. Now, HELLRAISERS, they're in 2 minds. Do we stick around or do we retreat? Rabel's out with the BKB, but the rest of HELLRAISERS, I mean, they will not have as easy of a time as the poor old Bane position 5 brought down.
The direct opposite happens, and now they have to run in and fight anyway.
They're going to take the fight. Watson's still got BKB. Limitless has the RP as well. He's going to use it solely onto the troll, but the Ice Pop as well, disrupting through the duration. But it looks like Team Spirit, they don't want to stick around, and Roche is low.
Okay. Miposhka swinging around.
Oh, I don't know, Miposhka. And Watson picks it up. I mean, what was feeling like a bit of a swing to the side of Team Spirit, the threat of them taking Roshan just off the back of one team fight mistake, could have blown this game wide open. 3,000 net worth lead at 22 minutes in. And their fights have been looking crisp. Now it's tier 2 tower, more map.
Right, Troll is 2-0-5. This is a so far perfect game from Watson on the Troll Warlord.
And top lane, I mean, easy setup.
Yep.
Melody. Bye-bye, Miposhka. More gold, more kills. Further streak for Rabel. Yadaro might be in trouble. Oh, they went the wrong way. Not guessing the right illusion, and now once again, Yadaro is able to blink out of the arena, but Limitless still continuing to hunt. Doesn't get the skewer back in, but at least it's close enough to Watson. Finds the ensnare. Yadaro is going to go down. Now they're looking to collapse as well with the Dark Ascension. The BKB is about to expire though, so Gilgar, he'll follow up with a control and another kill going the way of HELLRAISERS.
Rebel went for the last hit too. Dude, he's pumping up that Beyond God. Like, pops of regen, they're all still healthy.
Working towards the Shivas as well, so they are still getting their farm on Team Spirit.
Catch on the side, that high ground ward.
You're pretty fine with that, I imagine, for Team Spirit. Like, it's inevitably going to happen, and they're actually going to smoke
They're smoking. Okay.
I mean, I guess they got the information that multiple heroes are botting.
RP?
Oh, holy RP! Watson's nearby as well with Rabel's follow-up. 2 heroes just evaporate. Now they're on to Toronto, Tokyo. Watson's got the Scotty, so there'll be no escape. A bash for good measure as well. As bye-bye Leshrak. I mean, Yadoro, he's still playing the outskirts, maybe trying to force out the life of Watson, but I mean, now you got 4 pickoffs. What do you consider on HELLRAISERS? Radiant have a really good ward in the backline, though, by this top outpost. So I see some of the supports. Clap's going to look to jump in. They're going to put some emphasis on cutting away the life of the Bane, but an Arena doesn't give him any extra assistance, so Melody is able to find the Fiend skip. They've cut away the life of Collapse, and no one's dead on HELLRAISERS. They'll turn to Toronto, Tokyo next, and now they've even caught the Weaver as well. Melody, how is he getting these long duration Fiend skip? And that fight was just set up because of Rabel. This man is doing it all. That Arena in the entrance to the team fight meant that the rest of Team Spirit, they couldn't connect with the Night Stalker.
Yeah, Night Stalker's just isolated with its Weaver in the backline, and I do have to give Limitless a lot of, like, even though it's like Rebel is clear MVP this game, 13-0-7, 20 of the 25 kills. Limitless, after a really hard lane, no hesitation. I feel like he was always in the right place at the right time. So that's tough to do.
Yadoro also the BKB off, but Watson, of course, with the Aegis advantage. BKB in the backpack. And they've still got another full set of barracks left to claim here for the boys on HELLRAISERS. So now they can dwindle down the resources of Watson. Limitless again! He's in with the RP. This time catches 2. They've got the follow-up and the Terrorize as well. No buyback on Yadoro. And, I mean, that might just be the end of 4 on 5. They call it. HELLRAISERS, they have come to play today, taking game 1.
30 last hits. He's ahead, but not, that Lina ahead, because he doesn't have access to a small camp.
I think this is big. Something that, of course, we did see the...
Bottom.
What the nerf, yeah, Melody. Still got the extra Burrow Strike stun for Collapse, and, I mean, Melody's just going to look to stand his ground. You know he's going to end up dying, but maybe they can at least trade the kill, as Watson gets a return onto Collapse, and continuing at least the strong start here for the Luna. I don't know.
Will they hold?
I have a lot of stuns. Rabel's going to posture really defensively. And there we go. Gilga's going to go in. First use of the stun. He's able to set up. Nice attempt from Melody. And Rabel feels like he's got an opportunity now to jump over into the river.
Sacrificing some experience elements by just bringing your supports mid to push, but helping out your Sanking who is struggling.
I mean, if he connects mid, this is even more plays that are coming out to enable the Collapse Sanking here. He's going to try and charge up the ultimate. Rabel blinks away. Now it's actually Limitless that's looking to show himself as well. The threat of the Primal Split to survive for as long as possible with just the map control that it's able to provide.
Sleep on Gilgar.
Run into the bug though. And this is the power of the Bane. He's able to get that Nightmare with Toronto, Tokyo stepping as well. They might be forced to TP Limitless in now, but he doesn't have a lot of mana to play with. So finally, they're able to brute force his tower down. Not unless Watson and Rabel are able to change their mind. It's a Sonic Wave connecting onto 2. Toronto, Tokyo will take a spill. And they're now eyeing up with Postka as well. I mean, Rabel's got the blink, maxed out Scream, so a lot of burst potential.
So I feel like we're going to see this for quite a long time, for them being able to posture, like, over-aggressive, you could say.
Oh, they're running on the side Spirit. Collapse is going to look to reveal the blink. Epicenter dropped as well, and the top of the net worth here is going to end up going down. Limus is looking to connect. The rest of Radiant sweeping on over to the area as well. We've got our first split of the game, and it looks like Collapse. He'll be the sacrifice here. Right, they're still posturing behind, but the Sonic Wave dropped. Now they won't have this burst potential for a further team fight to break out as Yadoro is going to look to charge up the Wukongs, aiming towards the Queen of Pain, and they'll cancel out the life for Rabel. Getting rid of the position too. Now Limitless is... Oh, they sold the Primal Split. Mira, I mean, that's just the cherry on top. I thought they'd get the kill as well, but now let's see if they want to smoke afterwards, having this Primal Split on Mira. They're still chasing though. Yadoro got this Boundless Strike up shortly. Telekinesis ready as well. Limitless is pretty goddamn speedy though, with the help of the Drunken Brawler. But you already recognize, I mean, Radiant, they used a lot. 2 heroes are showing bottom.
They split.
And yeah, Mira, he's forced to use. He's like, alright, I may as well, Brewmaster. You've taken too long. to get this kill. He's still wasting so much time. The fact that
Is he even
Limitless
gonna
is
get him?
still alive, he's even juking through the tree line. Not into Miposhka though. Gets in range and finally cuts away the life. But I mean, that was quite the space created.
Who's gonna do it? Lucent Beam? It's gonna have to be the Brew split in most situations if it's.
Well, they're onto
it's
the
up,
Brew.
but-
Yadoro is just soloing Limitless at the moment. Got some heroes looking to connect, but he doesn't have the primal split to really give him that bonus lives back. They're still going to turn on the Monkey King. Trying to play the distance is Yadoro. They've also got Collapse TPing in as well, so they've got to be careful if they group up. Melody, pump faking overgrowth is able to land it now onto 3. They're targeting down Yadoro. He's finally going to end up falling. And now with Watson showing up as well. The Eclipse solo onto Collapse. Man, what a nightmare.
No
Is
way.
it enough to action? There's no way. Collapse trying to juke through the tree line. Rabel's got the damage. Now the Fiend's Grip is an issue though. Follow-up stun, but they still can't kill off Watson. Limitless able to protect him thanks to the Cyclone. Now they're charging forward as more. They're going to turn their attention to Toronto,
What a
Tokyo,
fight.
and he'll end up going down. And now Mira, a potential 5-man wipe. There's Hellraisers. Well, not just yet. Mira still able to play his distance off this issue of the Sakuchi. Yeah, and it looks like Dai is starting to connect to try and set up. They still have this high ground ward that Hellraiser's going to put some emphasis on, but Collapse setting up for the epi, finds that double initiation. Now 2 heroes get melted. Great start here for Collapses. I mean, maybe they can now consider taking objective. Maybe more kills instead, though. Mira, stalking Limitless. They've got the sentry nearby, so they're going to spring the trap. Mira still is able to reset. Rabel jumping on 4, but they're going to turn to deal with the Brewmaster. They're able to burst him down before the split. This is a big advantage now for Spirit. As Hellraisers, I mean, you didn't even get the BKB off, and it wouldn't even matter as Miposhka lands the grip. They make it a 4-for-1.
You know, you just walked into a Sand King and a BKB Lina.
Smoke up, Miposhka.
Gilgar
Hops tries to get the sentry, but Gilgar's onto the high ground. Dice have a really good ward as well. They're able to see the position of Melody, but oh, Brew gets the ultimate off. They cut down the tree, the Monkey King as well, so now Watson's going to move towards the area. Yadoro's in trouble. We'll still get the ulti with the bonus armor, but it looks like it will not matter. Simultaneously, Miposhka drops, and they're looking for more. Who knows how different that could be. They still want to take the fight, but Limitless has another split. Collapse charging up the FB. They're all grouped up, but Roche isn't falling just yet. There's the split, but the Luna's still in trouble. BKB on cooldown, but the Age is picked up from Rabel. They stole the Sonic Wave, so it's enough to deal with the first life. Collapse is hunting the backline, but they've got the vision. Sand King's in trouble. And they get the control, though. Collapse able to blink away. Still the primal split being the nuisance, but Dire, they've all respawned.
They're revving up the Epi bottom, potentially.
Yeah, they're going to go in. Mirror utilizing the Sonic Wave burst, and they will secure with a kill.
I think BKB Queen is absolutely needed first, but I actually still think that the fights are hard.
Watson actually might be in trouble. Collapse going to jump once again. This time they'll have the chain control. No BKB. Spirit, what a read. Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what do you feel like this E-Blade does? Is it just a quick burst? Because it's not really great defensively. Like, there's a lot of magic damage on Hellraisers.
I'm not sure. It's a good burst,
Collapse.
for sure.
It's going to look to start.
Rebel
jumps in as well, but they're just going to melt through the Queen of Pain without the opportunity to pop the BKB. It's looking like a free fight for Watson, though. He's trying to veer his attention to the backline, but he actually wants to just BKB TP out. It's Toronto Tokyo. He doesn't have enough damage, so Luna will make it away, but the rest of the Hellraisers, they're in trouble. When they're trying to deal with Limitless second Bruce, but they should easily be able to go through it. No escape for the Brew, and we just see Team Spirit. This game, their team fight is just too much to fear. They know this smoke is coming, though. Scan connects. The rest of Hellraiser is actually going to look to push to the northern side as they jump in. If they can get rid of Limitless, that's a key component through the team fight, and they'll do so with ease.
Watson can't run.
Now the rest of Hellraisers are just trying to beeline out of the area. They'll turn it back around potentially. Jumping from Rabel, the burst is not enough. It's Watson's on the outskirts. They're targeting Yadoro down with the BKB on cooldown, but still, Team Spirit, they control the higher gun with ease. Now they've still got more ability to chase forward for more. Knowing the BKB is on cooldown, I mean, there's no escape for the Luna. And maybe he could get a kill on Sand King, but even then, Gilgir unable to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game 3 as Team Spirit. Strong showing from them. That Flames or not. I mean, they're already starting off with a potential brawl. Look at this move from Team Spirit. We've already got the action kicking off.
Let's see.
I got a lot of stuns to utilize here. Do you level the Astral though? I mean, Rabel really wants Arcane Orb. He's holding on the outskirts. He's like, do I need it? Do I not need it? And now they're actually going to go back in as Mira eats the arrow. And now with this Arcane Orb here, Rabel picks up first blood. That's why you were holding the Astral, just to help out with that extra little bit of damage.
So D 20-7. He's getting quite a bit of extra denies over Tokyo too. And Meteor Hammer is done in 200 gold.
Lycan's about to go down, yeah. Yadoro and Miposhka finding a big kill. Yadoro might get another kill as Gilga's actually going to look to take the battle to Miposhka with the help of the Wolves. And Gilga's going to get away with his life, it looks like. Yadoro's going to wave him up in surely. Can he find the angle? Oh, Gilga's? No, okay, he's chill.
Nice. He's even looking for another arrow.
He's going to land it onto the only level 1 Nature's Grasp, but Miro doesn't really know where he can retreat out with 2 supports surrounding him.
Maybe on mid even.
It's the target. Miposhka's going to find the angle. Rabel's got the Asher, but it looks like that first stun with the help of the double damage rune should be enough damage. And there we go.
They got to smoke and make a big move. They have to defend mid tower. I think they know Limitless is going to make the swing from bottom. So I think, like, walking top right now and collapse. But he doesn't have a TP.
I mean, that's an easy kill on Miposhka. Limitless can just solo the line. They'll also look to Toronto Tokyo as well, but it looks like the summons can do the dirty work, and they also get the kill on Toronto Tokyo. And you're asking for them to defend the tower, but 2 heroes is not enough as we look to top Watson. The rest of the Spirit are trying to aim down the Razor, but he's already got Falcon Blade, Strength Treads maxed out. He's relatively beefy. He's going to look to stand his ground, but it looks like the first arena secures the kill over for the boys on Radiant.
But now they have the Blink Root for the further, and there's still no Manta. They know strategic go for Lincoln, so that could be the one that does catch Yatoro off guard. I want to see HR look for a fight, though.
Oh, he ran into the arrow. His attribute shift is okay. They're actually going to pounce on this opportunity here. They don't have the greatest vision of the backline. Limitless Watson leading the charge. So look at how Team Spirit have been able to retreat further and further. They don't have a tier 2 to kind of set up the team fight around and anchor them as they'll just blow up the Shadow Demon. Clap's going to jump in and turn to the Mirana, but they still got to be cautious because the rest of the Dire, they're just charging down the key components. Now they'll look over to Claps as well. Arena this time will do nothing as Limitless playing on the outskirts is able to secure a double kill. And for Hellraisers, you're happy with that trade.
Because the Shadow Demon was too far to like save him. So then his team can follow up to break Lincolns and stuff. But I think he was like, oh, maybe he has Manta or something. So this actually gives Spirit an opportunity to maybe punch back.
Claps, he's still got the arena. He's going to push back the Treant Protector off to the other side. We saw the Shadow Demon get brought down as well, but the rest of the Hellraisers still looking to take the fight. What a Lotus Orb! Pushes back the Earth Spike, so there will be no escape for Miposhka. And in the end, a 2-for-1. Still hunting. Collapse and Toronto Turkey nearby. They're going to see Watson on the backline as well. So yeah, LSA is going to give them a little bit of time to deal with the Mirana. Nice play from Toronto Tokyo. Recognizes he doesn't need his abilities to get rid of the Mirana. Let's just hold back this Watson turnaround potential.
Let's see. Smoked up. Fight. The Scotty's done, as you mentioned, on Yatoro, which is one of the bigger pickups. And he has a Paladin Sword.
How do they get the jump? Team Spirit, they have the high ground advantage. Claps putting himself in a position as well to set up for the fight. They're going to see Limitless. That's the target to try and blow up. Rabel's going to try and jump in as well, but the Finger of Death, they protect him. Ash will save enough to keep the Lycan alive. And now how can they turn it around? Miposhka on the backline's going to get burnt to a crisp. This is the fight for Hellraiser to push them further and further back. Watson's going to utilize the refresh shots of plenty of damage to get rid of Collapse. Bye-bye Mirror as well. They're not done just yet. Getting closer to the high ground. Yadoro and Toronto thinking about turning it around. They got to be cautious on Hellraisers. The potential buyback, something to fear. Nothing like a Morphling, a Luna, Terrorblade. You know, the list goes on and on. Yadoro,
it's getting too much though.
Toro, Rabel.
Ash shot the wolf.
Yeah, shot the wolf. And now Collapse is behind as well. Rest of Team Spirit in a position to counter-initiate, but Collapse has to pop the BKB defensively, but he's got no way to get out of the route. They also caught Toronto Tokyo out as well. The BKB still being on cooldown, so the lean is just going to give away his life so the rest of Team Spirit can get out safely.
Anything else they pick up? I see a BKB on the Lycan, a full Aghanims on, or sorry,
Melody.
Nothing else, sorry.
They can blow up the Treant Protector. Asher once again to save from Rabel. Towards the northern side, though, they've been able to catch out Yadoro here. Might be in trouble. Looks to get the attribute shift off, but is it going to be fast enough? Still so much damage being dealt to the Morphling. He's going to end up going down. Morph gone, first death, now Toronto Toki as well is in trouble. Rabel, another catch for the actual, just gets Selena before she's inside the base.
From HR.
I mean, Team Spirit had not dropped a series through the Winter Tour, only one map. And HELLRAISERS on the verge of giving them their first defeat through the Season 1 of Winter Tour. I mean, this is such an upset. HELLRAISERS 23,000 net worth lead. No Morphling to worry about. Now they get another jump on Mira as well. Bye-bye Shouted in without a buyback. I think you're right. I reckon this one's over.
It's over. This was clean. This was really well done. They just avoided Spirit's like few chances of getting catches, and honestly, I gotta say, they ruined Collapse to be able to bring his team back to make any plays.
I mean, they're about to respawn. Dota Plus is saying 0%. You've got your Toro back alive as well as Maposhka. Trying to jump the back, controlling the OD, so maybe they can burst the hero down, but they just turn it, rip apart the Lion. Still Yadaro. I mean, it's been able to steal a little bit of damage. Just got to be cautious the moment though with Link and Pop, so they're going to rely on the arrow instead. Bashed up again. Yadaro down, series down as HELLRAISERS. Able to take the team undefeated through the Winter Tour. They will move on to the winners final.